In today's video, I'm going to share with you a simple fix or solution for those pesky safety keys when they get lost and how you can still operate your machine. So what I have here is a Delta bandsaw that I just picked up at a garage sale, and I got a really good deal on it, and it'll be a video coming up, so you'll get the details on that. But one of the reasons I got a good deal on it, it was missing the safety key. And the same thing over here. Now this is my tried and true belt sander that I picked up for $5 probably several years ago at an estate sale. I couldn't even test it to see if it was running, and it was towards the end of the sale, and the lady said, you know, if you're willing to take it, you know that it doesn't work, and I said absolutely, I'll pay $5 for it. Since then, it's been completely, you know, taken apart. Nobody uses these with the guards or anything like that. Did have to replace the bearings on the motor for a few dollars, but for $5, this Delta Rockwell from the 80s is doing pretty darn good. All right, back to the safety key. So a lot of folks want to just stick something in there that's pointy, and that will work. If you take something like this, a piece of metal, and a lot of these, you could stick it in here, and it'll work. You could use a nail, you could use different things. I just don't like sticking metal into there. It doesn't look professional, number one. It doesn't look safe. It could get knocked out. So I came up with a solution for this one years ago, and it works in here just great. So let me show you what it is. And you know what? It actually works in a lot of the other models as well, which I'll show you. So this is the exact piece that I took out of the belt sander, and it seems to work just great in here as well. And what it is nothing more than a zip tie, and I'll show you in a minute how I kind of formed it to kind of stick in there and stay that way. But this is how simple it is. Made it into this U shape, goes in like that, and once it's in, simple as that. It's out of the way. You could easily pull it out, and works just as good in my belt sander. I was a little late getting my camera started here, but basically what I did was cut the zip tie, cable tie to the length. I always make it a little bit longer than it's going to need to be. And just using a pair of pliers, you can use any type. I like the duckbill because, as you can see, it gets wider, the duckbill, as it goes down. So when you're making that U, it'll allow you to make a narrow U or a wider U, and just heating it up there with a heat gun. You could probably use a hair dryer, I'm sure. It is not heavy duty plastic. And then I'm just using another pair of pliers to kind of clamp down on it, and you could use it any other tool to do that as well. You could probably even use like a clamp or something like that. And I'm just gently heating it, molding it, and as you can see there, it was springing back initially quite a bit, but as you heat it up, it kind of molds into position. Now just be careful not to melt it. You want to warm it up and get it nice and hot, but not to the point where you melt it. And here I warmed it up nice and put a clamp on it. And then here I am taking that clamp off after I let it cool, and look how nice and rigid. It formed a great U, and as you can see there, it's a lot longer than I need, but that's okay. I'll cut it down the size and try to mimic what the original key looked like. And now I have two working models thanks to a zip tie, and saving me quite a bit of money. I'll show you what these things cost at the end. And here I was messing around with one of my other belt sanders, and I was able to get it to work with a similar type design. You just got to kind of finagle it and get it to fit and play with it, but it'll eventually work. And this is the larger belt sander with the disc sander on it, and see down there at the bottom is the key. Once again, it's that U shape, and you can play with it, and it'll work in this model as well. As you can see here, this simple fix will save you quite a bit of money, as these replacement keys are not cheap. Please put in the comment section below any solutions that you may have used. As always, I love learning from everybody, and somebody that's watching this video may learn from your comment below. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.